Prophecy Chronicles with God's servant Yamkela Joseph. In this broadcast you will receive updates on prophecies which the Lord has spoken through his enabler.
Now, pray that the government of France does not collapse, because I see the government of France collapsing. I see the government in France collapsing. There shall be a collapse that I see. Pray that God helps them, because the stability of that nation will be very important.
France's government has collapsed after a no-confidence vote against Prime Minister Michel Barnier ousted his government, handing President Emmanuel Macron a fresh political crisis. Mr. Barnier's government is the first to be forced out by such a vote in more than 60 years, with the trigger being a clash over the country's budget for next year, after a majority of 331 voted in support of the motion to remove him. Opposition parties tabled the motion after Mr. Barnier controversially used special constitutional powers to force through a budget without a vote. The former Brexit negotiator was only appointed by Mr. Macron in September. The National Assembly, France's lower house of parliament, is deeply fractured, with no single party holding a majority. It comprises three major blocs: Mr. Macron's centrist allies, the left-wing coalition New Popular Front, and the far-right National Rally. Both opposition blocs, typically at odds, have united against Mr. Barnier, accusing him of imposing austerity measures and failing to address citizens' needs. Any new Prime Minister would face the same challenges as Mr. Barnier in getting bills, including the 2025 budget, adopted by the divided Parliament. There can be no new parliamentary election before July. The tumult that has followed Mr. Macron's decision to call a snap election in the summer has diminished his standing at home and abroad. Mr. Macron's term as president runs until mid-2027, and he cannot be forced out by Parliament. But the RN and the hard left have already been saying he should resign as he faces his biggest crisis